Hey everybody, Shuang bought me this new hat, and so this is gonna be my streaming hat. To all my 3 followers. This video is for my 3 followers, 2 of which is me and Shuang. So, we're gonna do another movie review. Shuang and I watched some movies last night. I guess I'll do a joint review of, what was it called? What was the movie we watched last night?
Unfriended.
Unfriended. So we watched Unfriended and we watched Unfriended Dark Web. And we actually watched it in reverse. We watched the sequel first and then watched the other one. So we've been, I guess, on a kick for horror movies. This one was fun. I guess the description of the movie talked about it being a groundbreaking, sort of inventing a whole new genre of horror movie. Which I don't know if it's the first one, I don't think it is, but maybe it's the first one to do it quite like this. So I'll start with the sequel since that's the way we started. It's a little bit reminiscent of Hostel in a certain way, if you've seen the movie Hostel, Hostel, just in the sense of sort of an underground crime organization that, and I'll leave it there because I don't want to give the spoilers. What's really cool about this movie is it feels so personal because everybody has a computer. At least, and that's kind of how the movie is shot. It's not kind of how the movie is shot. It's exactly how the movie is shot. You get the experience of looking at a computer desktop. I think that's basically how the whole movie plays, is from the desktop of a computer. Yeah, I don't think it ever leaves the desktop. I don't think the camera ever switches anywhere else. It's always the desktop. Who hasn't looked at their desktop computer and navigated that screen? And when you're looking at it, it kind of is all-encompassing. Your world is that computer. So it's very familiar. That's the way to say it. It's a very familiar view. It feels very personal. It feels intimate or something. It's like, this is my personal experience, you know? Nobody else comes here. This is my world. Through that, for me, I was engaged in the movie because it's like, I've been here. This is in my life, you know? This could very much be in my life. It's a neat avenue towards creating that anxiety or that thrill. So I think it really works. And for Unfriended Dark Web, did you think it was scary?
Not really, but some are like bloody.
I guess what's cool about this Unfriended Dark Web is it shows you the degree to which, in a convincing way, the degree to which an evil online force could affect control in your world. Basically, the way the movie's set up is you have a group of friends that are coming together on an online chat. Through Skype, I believe. I think it's Skype in both movies. It becomes clear early enough that these people are being attacked and that probably each one of them is going to die in a different way. And you don't know how they're going to die, you don't know when they're going to die, but they're being attacked by a cyber enemy. What the movie does in a convincing way to me is show how much control an online entity could exert in the real world. There are some questions that I guess are unanswered, especially for the first movie. The second movie kind of offers explanations for everything. At least everything can kind of make sense. But the first movie, at least I was left with the question of how can this enemy be in so many places at once? Unless they could travel like that, or unless they're a demon. I don't know that that's really answered. The first Unfriended, I think, is a little bit bloodier than the second one. But I think overall the second one's probably better. But at the end, sort of the big reveal, why this is happening to these people, is kind of a creepy thing to think about, just in general, because it's something that could really be in the world that we live in. It's a little bit freaky. It asks a question that should be asked, and it portrays it in a convincing way. And so from that standpoint, I think it's a movie that serves a healthy purpose. That's the thing that I've come to learn about a lot of horror movies over the years. In the past, I used to think they're just for mindlessly scaring yourself, or for the sort of deranged pleasure of being horrified or scared. But I've come to find that a lot of horror movies actually have a very important message to tell, and they tell it through the lens of horror. For example, The Babadook. This is one of the movies that first taught me that. When you watch The Babadook, it's a horror movie, but actually what it is is a lesson on post-traumatic stress and how serious it can be, and that post-traumatic stress is a horror in and of itself. So, Unfriended and Unfriended the Dark Web. Check it out.